Hola, 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 Selma, hola, ¿se escucha? ¿Sí? Hola. No sé si se escucha. ¿Esto no se escucha? Selma. Hola, 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 ¿se escucha? ¿Se escucha? No. Muy buenas. Hola a todos. Buenas. Bienvenidos a Bcombinator. Bcombinator, estamos encantados de teneros aquí y porque además estamos encantados de compartir con vosotros nuestras tareas, nuestras actividades y nuestros éxitos. En Bcombinator ayudamos a las startups en todo lo que una startup pueda necesitar. Tenemos programas Launch que ayudan a lanzar proyectos, tenemos programas Growth que ayudan a hacer crecer a las startups. Tenemos varios eventos para ayudarles a conseguir inversión, como es este de hoy, el Bcapital Day. Tenemos facilidades de coworking para que puedan trabajar en equipo, interactuar entre ellas, entre sí y con nuestro grupo de mentores expertos internacionales. Tenemos inversores en nuestra red de contactos. Tenemos todo lo que necesita una startup. Una vez más, estamos en el Bcapital Day, donde además invitamos a startups de fuera a que vengan a presentar aquí y es una satisfacción contar con vosotros. Eso es todo, que empiece el show, que presenten los emprendedores y que los inversores que están aquí presentes agudicen su mente para que hagan las preguntas más inteligentes. Gracias.
Hola. ¿Hacia abajo? Perdón. Okay. Este soy yo. Okay. So, English is better for all of you, huh? All right. So, Nacho, CEO of Mindly, a digital coaching and mentoring solution for companies. Right now, we're developing the skills of hundreds of people, and we're going to do so with hundreds of thousands. Last company I co-founded went from 0 to 65 millions in 5 years. That's where I discovered coaching and its benefits. There's two problems mainly in the market. First one, only 11% of the efforts are done for people below C-level. That's both a problem and an opportunity. Second, there's no measurement, no tracking for companies that are investing in coaching. With that in mind, we launched our solution. It helps companies track and develop the skills of employees throughout actionable and trackable plans. How does it work? The user goes onto the platform and sees 3 coaches that the matching algorithm provides, selects one, and the digital sessions are one-to-one, and everything goes through the platform. Scheduling is done real time, and the video call is done inside the platform, thus saving hundreds of hours whenever you scale up the program. This is a snapshot of the platform, and this is a snapshot of the dashboard. I wish that you could see the faces of HR when they actually see this. They say, hey, it's fantastic. It's not me saying it, it's the users. They say 97% satisfaction, 99% NPS. And that's quality-wise. Quantity-wise, it's me saying that it's fantastic. Why? because we have a 60% operating margin with a B2B business model that includes setup fee plus a fee based upon the volume of sessions that we do. The unit economics, we have 14K average ticket per company per year, but after 6 months, we realized that all our companies that are working with are actually reinvesting, so that's the average revenue should be way higher. Of course, we have competition, especially in the US and Central Europe, but we're better. Why? Because we are way cost efficient. We have integrated three products within the platform. We can actually provide the platform with or without coaches to companies that need it. And we're gonna go and have a war in Spain, LATAM, and tier 2 countries. Also, and super important thing, we have 20 communication styles that we integrated within our algorithm in order to make the success of the program even better. Right now, the market is 15 billion, going to 20 billion in 3 years. And corporate learning and development, it's 400 billion at the moment. We are super lucky to be working alongside these companies at the moment being. Our objective is to hit 1.5 million by the end of 2023. And these are the milestones that we've done until now. 30K from end of September that we started launching the program, 150 companies in the pipeline, and we invested from this pocket 50K into the company. This is Cristina, coach with over 15 years of experience in corporate coaching. In the team, we have 1 person in operations and marketing, 2 SDRs, 1 UX, and the tech team we have externalized for the moment being. Me, I have a master in internet business, and I went to college in the States when I was 15 years old. With this in mind, we have an investment opportunity of 150, 30 of which are already completed, and we're gonna invest in team, technology, and marketing, specifically in that order. That way, we're gonna be able to develop the skills and go from developing the skills of 100 people to do so for 100,000. Thank you very much. Hola.
I'm going to talk a little bit
That's
higher
fine.
because for the rest to hear me.
Okay.
First, the picture that you have there, in reality, you are much more handsome than there.
Yeah, I have longer hair too.
Yeah. The second thing I wanted to know is if you can explain the experience of the user. In 30 seconds, what will we find?
Absolutely.
And the second, if you can explain the sales process, because I assume that it's a long process, so I would like to know more about that.
All right. With regards to the user, platform provides access to 3 types of users. One is HR, so they can go ahead and check out what's going on and actually have the tracking of the whole process with a dashboard where all the information is aggregated, plus individual profiles of each one of the participants, okay? That's one type of user. The other type of users is our coaches. They can actually access the platform, integrate their calendars. So whenever one person is actually scheduling a video call or a session, it's done real time, yeah? So that's saving a lot of time. It's the same thing with Calendly, yeah? Same thing. So, and the third type of user is the coachee, the person that receives the sessions. And the experience is they go and they do a sign up where they specify all their needs and a bit of their profile. And that way we gather the information in order to do the matching throughout the algorithm. They see 3 ideal coaches that they can actually decide upon. They see their profile and then they decide which one is going to be better for them. And they schedule the first session with them. Then after each session, they have to fill out a progress form that we call, because they're progressing towards their goal. And it's super focused towards action. Yeah. And all that information, it goes 2 ways. 1, to the coach, which is confidential information, and 2, to the dashboards that can be individually seen or aggregated. Yeah. And they can only schedule the next session once they fill out the progress form. Yeah. Process of sales, We have inbound and outbound. Inbound, we do webinars. We are actually using lead magnets, the typical stuff, although we are optimizing everything because we automate everything as much as possible with no-code tools. And then on the outbound part, we have 2 SDRs that started this week in the company, and we have a super modulated playbook that we do once a week, 2 hours, in order to combine all the knowledge that we have throughout the week, and in order to make the knife go even faster inside the butter. Yeah.
So we have 8 minutes for questions.
Okay.
You have used over 3.5 of them in one question. So let's
all
of us try to be concise.
So I'm gonna answer in a tweet then. Yeah, 28 characters. I will say yes or no.
So thank you so much, Nacho,
Thank you.
and congratulations on the projects and the development. I was just a very quick question. Are you addressing this English-speaking market, Spanish-speaking market? You planning to just put any other language in there? Because I understand it's 100% remote.
Yes.
So online, so you can scale up?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now we're working for companies that have people in Ireland, Portugal, and Spain. And the platform is in all those 3 languages, and we have 5 other languages on the coach side for now.
What is your current monthly turnover and your burn rate?
We are even, both of them, around 4K. Yeah. Yes.
Hi Nacho, well done.
Thank you.
I think you've identified a great opportunity. That's the first tick in the box.
I think so too.
I don't think you've explained well enough how you're going to address it. So maybe if you could just tell us a little bit about why you're better than the competitors out there. Okay,
yeah. We have several issues. First one is the fact that we include 20 communication styles within the algorithm. 84% of the coaches say that the communication with their coach is essential for the success of the process. So that's one thing. Second, we can provide the platform with or without coaches. So for companies, for example, like Vodafone, they don't have a need for external coaches. They actually have internal coaches. So we can provide the software without the coaches on that side as well. So that's 2 main advantages.
Just briefly, if I may, what's your beachhead market? So have you segmented, and what's your first segment of the market that you're going to attack?
In terms of size of companies, you're saying?
Who's going to be your first target group of customers?
Yeah, corporates in the insurance, pharma, and bank industries.
Why?
Because they are more prone to use coaching services.
Hi.
Hi.
So thank you very much for that presentation.
Thank you for listening to it.
Super cool idea. Just out of curiosity, how do you prevent from the coaches to later not use your platform? And
that's a good question. First, because we provide added value throughout the platform that coaches themselves cannot. And second, through a contract.
okay, so all of them have a contract.
Yes.
You talk about not measurement, not satisfaction. How do you measure the satisfaction of the users?
That's a good question again. After each session, they have to fill out a questionnaire, and that's what provides us with the feedback from the users. They have to answer a series of questions with regards to the satisfaction on the coach, on the process, on how close they feel they're getting to the goals, and also even with the technical quality of the video call.
Yes, Nacho, I was confused about your current revenues. Can you specify more?
Yeah, we've invoiced 30K since last September. We're roughly on 4K MRR.
Okay, so but before you said that your average revenue per company is 14K?
Yes.
So that makes 2 companies?
Yes.
So you have 2 companies using it.
For the moment being, yes.
Okay, so all of your metrics are based on those 2 companies, basically.
Yes, correct. Thank you.
One. 1, 2, 3.
This one is just for our online.
Okay, I am really look like an astronaut. One. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. My name is Ilya Zelenkin, and I'm CEO and co-founder of BitScout. So first of all, who are we? My co-founder and I, we have been working in very big companies for many years, developing software solutions for delivery teams to run their projects much better. And over these years, we have found a very tricky problem to solve that we couldn't solve using automations. And this problem is called low-level work. Okay? Low-level work is typically the work which you hire intern to do. So it's tasks that still require some intelligence. For example, here it's an order via email. So you still need a human to check that the phone is here and that's the address. Or here you need to compare 2 documents between each other. You still need a human. But they're very easy for humans, but very difficult to automate technically. So, and of course, the solution to this problem is building a platform to automate those tasks, but with a trick. So we allow users create smart plugins and add them to their tools. So why we call them smart? So what's the secret? So we combined an existing and our own machine learning and added a software layer that converts this technical thing that nobody cares about into something that is called a business function. So people don't do OCR in our platform. They compare documents, or they extract information from a report or from an invoice, and that's it. So how it works, it's built for anybody to use, not for tech people, not for IT. You select what you want to do, then you choose an option, or you load a couple of examples, and then you run it in your tool. In this case, it's Monday. And that's why we create plugins. So our platform, you set it up, and then put it in your tool where you do the work. Okay, so there is no switching cost. Now, what's the market? So we start with operations, connecting to 2 tools, which we have integrations right now. Operations means in construction everywhere when they receive orders and there is a volume of incoming operations happening and they need to process it. Then we expand to other project management tools, still keeping the operations as our target customer. But then we go operations in project management, we go operations in sales, operations in support, and etc. Delivering intelligence to other tools. So technically, we're making other tools smart. What's the competition? So there is like a dead zone here, which is everybody is either focused on building something expensive and technical. So you come to a company like Rossum, which is an OCR company, and the first question is like how many documents you have per month. If less than 1,000, you are out. And we created something that is smart enough, affordable, and plug and play. So typically the setup of the user of our platform is less than an hour. So they log in, create an account at the service. In an hour, they have it working. Our business model is based on transactions. Transaction is one automation run. We package this into monthly plans, so for user, it's easier to start with. Go to market, because we are plugging to tools, we target partners, the companies that integrate tools like Asana, Monday, and we target them. We already have partnership agreements, and also because we are plugging to a tool, they have marketplaces, and we are available there. For example, right now, compared to 3 months ago, we get more inbound. So we have inbound traffic, really people starting trials. So what happened? So probably you've seen from my presentation, we are bootstrapped. We have paying customers. These are 11 companies. Our MRR is around 300 euros. So we have 6 companies on 19 euros and 4 companies on 49 euros. And we have approximately 15 companies in the pipeline. We have closed partners, and we also finished the integration to Asana, and we're going to have a PR. So Asana allowed us to run a PR which says, Asana announces integration with Bscout, which is very cool, I think. And yeah, UNESCO gave us an award. We are in top 100 AI projects because we democratize access to AI to anybody. So anybody can use it. So this is our traction. This is number of automation runs for all the users. And this is the usage from one user. I wanted to show the periodicity, periodical. We're looking for around 450K, basically to scale, to sell faster. And for customer success, it's basically both of us. We're only 2 founders. We cannot hack it anymore, so we need people. People expect stuff from product. We're already 300K committed with the lead investor. We are looking for 150K. The only condition here is that I want to have it closed by end of April. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilya. Starting with this last point, what is the valuation of the company?
3 million.
3 million. Ilya, explaining a little bit more the product. If I understood well, your artificial intelligence is focused on document comparison or extraction of information or interpretation?
Yes, so there are 3 major themes of the use cases in our product. Number 1 is extract data from something. It can be a document and can be a picture as well. Second theme is understanding the data. Is, for example, understanding what's written in the text, or is the complaint is about a service or a food or something. And last thing is generating data. So I'll give you an example. The client that we have right now, they process invoices, okay, and we extract data from the invoice, and then we classify the line item per the categories that customer gave us. It's important that we don't give the categories, they set them up with examples.
Ilya, honestly, I don't see a differentiation with dozens of projects that I have seen in the last 20 years doing exactly that. What is your differentiation?
Thank you for the question. It's very... I would say in invoice processing, we are not differentiated. Maybe the biggest differentiator is from this client here. It's a Norwegian company. They process reports from the servicing of oil pumps. And it took the managing director to set up extracting of data from his own reports. This is not a standard, his own reports in 10 minutes. And it wasn't his tool. Right now, this is the differentiator. But because we are in project tools, we now understand more about people work. This client will start forecasting efforts because we have learned from his work.
I have 2 questions. First, how are you going to scale from 300 euros MRR to 60K with just this money? And why you are incorporating so few customers per month?
Last 2 months, I was busy with fundraising, so it took an impact. And we understood that inbound and cold calling doesn't work for us, and we are better with this strategy. So I was changing that during January and February, based on the statistics. Now we are getting consistent trial signups, and we are failing in converting the trial signups into paying customers. The reason is the UI of the product is too complex. That's what I see in data. So people sign up, they want to use it, but they're getting confused and they just don't. And I want to fix it with raising money, hiring developers, and make it work. Scaling, it's important that we charge per transactions. For example, right now we won a prize in Singapore for a logistical company. They put a challenge and we won that. And the transactions, okay, so we start with the very small things because people don't understand how many transactions, but then we switch to a usage-based pricing. And then it means inside a company it can grow as much as people are adding automations. Yes, it's a lot of customers, or I would put it a lot of transactions. So I'm looking at this number, 1 million transactions. So that's what I'm focused on. It can, half of this can come from one customer.
Hi, Ilya. Thanks
Thank
for that. I work in machine learning at a fintech. And can you convince me a little bit more about how you develop your neural net, your training of it, and the data behind it?
Okay. Depending on the use case, we do not develop our own neural network. So we don't have our own algorithm. So what we do is we use already existing algorithms and convert them into this. So you have OCR, you can buy OCR right now, you have entity, you can buy this very quickly, but what you don't have is this one, this part. And right now this brings the most value. Because the client whom we are targeting, operations people, they don't care about that. They just want stuff from that document appear here in less time as possible. Second thing is, in our case, for example, for training of classification of invoice line items or air company complaints, we use example-based learning. So you give 10 examples and you set a label. You get 10 examples for another label and then it picks it up. So there is no kind of our own training. So we don't do training of the neural net. It's just you give examples and it just picks it up. Okay?
Okay, should I repeat? Thank you, Ilya. So I want to focus a little bit more on that, on the Big Shark interpreter. What is your goal then? What's gonna make that special? Because if you make an X there, then you're basically taking existing algorithms and integrate them in Asana and Monday and stuff like that, which is amazing, by the way. I use Asana, by the way, and ClickUp.
Cool. We should talk.
Yeah, but
ClickUp, no.
ClickUp is not bad. But what do you do there? What is your plans to do there in this extra layer of software?
Okay, our plan is
more in detail.
Yeah. So right now, whenever you need something to do so let's say you use Asana and you need to do something with Asana. You're not gonna build your own integration, right? So you're probably gonna come to us and ask us, can you please get the report data or contract data about sales into my Asana? And that's what the questions we receive. But this way we become a kind of intelligence as a service. Okay, so things like understanding information and extracting information and making sense of that information are very difficult to implement in tools like Asana. So Asana is just a shell. It's a UI that moves, but it does not understand the content. It doesn't understand the picture. Okay? And we want to provide these things via this thing to users. That's the first step. Second step, because we are in project tools, people tell us how they work, and we receive information about how they work. And most of the clients are asking already to make sense of their documentation, and that's where we're gonna train our own neural net on their documentation, not on ours, not something that we.
So just quick follow-up question. So basically, your algorithm will already get the output from the other algorithms that exist, and only on that output, your algorithm will come into play.
Yes, yes. So these guys, they ask you to bring data to them. So we start here and we say, okay, don't bring us data, but we're gonna give you something to automate tasks. And the moment we come here, when it makes sense, when you have a lot of data, makes sense to buy something, we already learned all your data. So when we come here, okay, so we typically can be competitive with them. But because we have learned everything, you don't have to be upfront cost, like an upfront. You need to bring 1,000 documents, very difficult, okay? We come here with already provided value, we learn from it, you don't have to provide us anything. And at that moment, when we reach this, we can be much more accurate, and all this accuracy, we can understand your particular industry context very well, because we started the low volumes, still providing value.
Thank you so much for the pitch.
Okay?
I think they're also, if you want to put that on
YouTube.
Sí, entonces para que vean.
Okay. Así, y me pongo. ¿Sí? Empezamos. So, good afternoon. My name is. Just a sec.
Okay, we'll repeat.
I can do it once again.
I can do it for you. No, este es el. No, es que. So good afternoon, my name is Santi Magazzu. I'm the CEO of Orbital Ads, and today we'll talk about our company. So basically what we do is we automate paid search. So basically Google, but also Bing campaigns. I think everybody knows that the advertising expenditure is migrating from traditional media, such as television and print, to the internet. And within digital advertising, the largest share is paid search. So, you know, last year, paid search was more than the overall investment in television in the US. So this is really getting big. Now, this is paid search. I mean, you all know. But basically, to get high in the ranking of the ad, you need to do two things. First of all, you need to put money, so to bid. But second, and most importantly, you have to manage the keywords properly, so you get high in the ranking. This is very important and takes a lot of time to the same manager.
So the person managing the campaign spends a lot of time analyzing keywords, adding keywords, negativizing keywords, moving keywords from an ad group to another. So this very tedious, lot of work. So what we did, we started 5 years ago doing algorithm to optimize this. But only recently, we moved to a SaaS solution to this, about 1.5 years ago. So what we do is, it's a data-driven automation of all the work that the same manager would do. Basically, to add keywords, move keywords, negativize keywords. It's totally language agnostic. So you can manage campaigns also in languages you don't speak. So this is a bit the result. This is a client of ours, a Dutch company. They are in online training. So after the 4 weeks of the try and buy, you see this type of results. On one hand, they save time, so that people can do more productive things than going through spreadsheets and writing scripts. But also you have an improvement in the performance, being the cost per conversion, the click-through rate, or whatever metric you want to have. So, as I said, we started about 18 months ago with this SaaS service, which is a subscription service. The average fee is in the range of 1,000, 2,000 euros per month. So this goes to large advertisers and to large advertising agencies. We are paying clients in 4 countries, in South Africa, Norway, Netherlands, and Spain. But most importantly, we have a very good funnel in trial. So these are all companies which normally do a 4 to 6 weeks trial, and then they become paying customers if everything goes right. So far, we have raised a lot of money, really a lot of money. But the company, this is a bit misleading because the company had 2 phases. So from the beginning until about 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, it was more of a consulting company without a user interface and without a SaaS service. Only recently, we moved to the different model. It was a total pivoting of the company. Actually, I joined the company 18 months ago as the new CEO. There have been a lot of changes, both in the product and in the go-to-market. So we got a grant from the European Innovation Council, which is paired with the equity tool. So basically, we get €1 for each euro we raise. We have already used up to 1 million of that facility. We are left with 500,000. So we're doing a round right now. We have already raised and received 345,000 of that 500,000. So we have available up to 150,000 euros of new funds to raise. We have agreed with the existing investors to keep the same terms for any investment before the end of May. So until the end of May, the terms are set. It's the same class as the last 2 rounds, and the pre-money is 3 million. Done.
Thank you.
Okay, hi Marty, thank you for that. I didn't really quite understand how do you do what you do.
Yes.
Please, if you can summarize that very quickly.
So what we do is we look at the Google Ads search report, all the search terms which generated at least 1 click over the last 90 days. And then the user defines rules. So say, okay, I want to identify all the search terms which have generated conversion for less than 3 euros each, and I want those terms to be added as exact keywords. So this is one of the arguments. We have 9 different algorithms. One is I want to look at all the terms which are not converting in an efficient way, and I want to negativize that. Or I want to look to all the keywords which you already have and check with natural language processing if there is an ad group which is closer in lexical proximity to that keyword, and move the keyword to a different ad group. It could go on wide. So these are different algorithms to do automatically and in a data-driven way, things that the asset manager normally does by hand, analyzing data or writing scripts to do just the same.
Thank you. Tell us more about the people behind this then, the people
Yes.
involved in it. What's their background, technology, etc.?
So we, the Gabriel Madruga, one of the founders, he comes from the agency world. So he was a SEM manager. So he's been managing campaigns for, 12 years. So he has a very deep understanding of the customer pain. I mean, the use case. What do you want to do? Then the head of technology is a new guy. He joined a few months ago. He was a CTO in another startup. Myself, I joined as CEO because some of the investors in this company, Caixa, Capital at Risk, Adara Ventures, and others, were investors in a previous startup I was working for, which was called PlayGiga. They did the cloud gaming, and we sold to Facebook at the end of 2019. So some of the investors said, I don't have a background in advertising. I have a background more in technology and business development. So they introduced me to the founders because they thought the company was at a point where the transition to the SaaS model required a bit of experience in terms of go-to-market. So I'm more of a go-to-market person.
Thank you. Which is your current MRR?
The MRR, the current MRR is about 10,000 out of 9 paying clients.
So you're valuing it at over 30 times the ARR?
I don't think IRR is the right way to value the company because there is so much understanding of the problem and the needs of agency advertisers which doesn't show here. So I think it's...
so like my last question connected to that is how I think you have already during the consultancy stage burned like 3 million more or less?
Yes, even more than that. But a lot of that money was in early stages which don't have too much to do with the company as it is today.
But it's burned?
Yeah, it was burned because it was a different company doing different things.
But it's for the same company?
Yes.
Legally is the same company?
The legal entity is the
so
same.
It didn't bring like a lot of profits?
No, right. But it was really a company which was based on manually implementing the results of all those algorithms. It was not a SaaS. It became a SaaS 18 months ago.
Like where I wanted to go is from all this money, how much has been spent to get to 10K of MRR?
The 10K MRR just came in the last 18 months. So maybe 2 million. Yeah, I would say the last 2 years, I think the burn rate was in the range of 80,000 a month, more or less. So it's about 2 years. Yeah.
Hi, hola Santi. What is your burn rate right now?
About 80,000 a month.
A month.
Yeah. We have a team of 18 people, and that's the...
And how does your cash flow looks like today?
So the cash flow is that with this round, we will get to the end of this year. And then to break even, we would need another $1.5 million.
Including the $500,000 from the European program.
But not including some non-dilutive financing we're trying to get from ENISA and other stuff.
Okay. Santi, I would like to know a little bit more about your competition.
Okay, so there are a lot of tools to manage paid search campaigns, but many of these tools focus on different stages of the process. They focus on bidding. So, Kensu, Marine Software, Optimizer. There are a lot of tools which help you do the bidding. There are tools which recommend keywords. Optimizer, even Google Ads, they recommend keywords. But they do not do an end-to-end integration to upload the keywords and to set rules, etc. So I would say that we are a bit of a niche player in this. We just found a company in Czech Republic called PPCB, who does something similar to us, but more on the negativization and less on adding keywords.
How do you compare orbital ads with GNN, Gauss and Neumann?
I mean, they do different things, but...
you know them?
I haven't investigated them much because I think they're in a different space. I mean, we are really in the automation of analyzing keywords, very specialized on keywords.
That's what they do.
Oh, that's, I'll watch them. It's Gauss. They didn't show up in the commercial process we have. We never met them. It could be just a chance.
Hey, Marty, just one quick question. That is a lot of money burned. Do you have any intellectual property or algorithms, patents, something?
No, we haven't patented anything so far. We are starting to look into it.
But you have the algorithm that is proprietary.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have the algorithms, but we haven't patented anything yet.
Where does this 80K go mostly? Every month?
People. It's a team of 18 people.
But what people?
People,
Which
and then we
department?
have a bit of the platform cost. We spend about 20,000.
But the people? Like, sorry, like you said mostly it's the people, so I guess it's around 70K the people directly?
Yes. No, people is about 60K.
And which departments is this people? It's sales, it's
It's
developers?
mostly development. It's mostly development. We have just 3 SDR, and then the founder and myself are selling. We are selling right now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you.
Is it on now? Do you want to
Ahora,
turn it on and off?
mira, normalmente. Hola, buenas.
No, I can try another one. Roll one on.
Ah, ¿no? No.
Yeah.
Aló, aló, aló. Que no sé.
Si quieres ir cogiendo ya.
Sí, no espero el micro. The other. Okay. Sorry, because the presentation is in Spanish, but I will switch to English. I will do my best. I didn't know that the audience was is English.
Does it feel more comfortable?
No, it's okay. I will try. ¿Y esto? Ah, da igual. Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Bcombinator, for giving us the opportunity to be here. I'm going to introduce you HouseT. HouseT is a tech solution that match blockchain and PropTech. What are we offering? We are offering a platform that can tokenize real estate assets. And why? Because we have already 4 challenges in real estate. You need a lot of money to invest in real estate. You need to be there to invest in real estate. It's very complex and it's very difficult to know all the process and do it properly, and is illiquid. And then we are giving the solution through a small ticket. You only need 100 euros to invest with us. You can invest everywhere in the world only with 1 click. And we are giving the solutions. We are professionals. I am a real estate guy, my people too, and the developers too. And we are giving a liquid solution as with liquidity pools, with a secondary market, and also working with protocols that use these tokens to give debt. A lot of people ask us which is the difference between crowdfunding and tokenizing or blockchain. There are a lot of difference. Then it's trustable, it's transparent, it's public, it's very fast. I am paying rents in less than 1 minute, and 1 second, sorry, and very cheap, less than $1. It's automatic. Once you do all the work with the smart contract, you don't have to think about anything, because you cannot also change it, and that's why it's the safe solution that is in the market right now. Which is the process? We go and find the best opportunities. We do the capital call. After that, we raise this money. We buy the asset. During the process, we pay to our token holders the rent. And at the end of the process, we sell the asset. Then we give the principal the amount of money that they give us, and then we pay the upside. What we have right now, we have 3 products. One of them, our tenants can buy the asset that they are renting. This is rent to own. The second one, fix and flip. We buy, we add value, and then we sold the product. And the third one is our version of the co-living. Then we are tokenizing the lease contract. Why we are going to this market? Because it's one of the biggest market in the world, $228 trillion, and 3 of these trillions are already in crypto. That makes 100 million of users that can invest with us. And only talking about Spain is 12% of the population, which means 5.5 million that are using crypto. I am using crypto, and I know that a lot of people here are using crypto too. Thank you. What we did, we know that our platform works. Why? Because we already tokenized 3 assets. We raised 240 Ks, and we have 35 people that believe in us, which is our roadmap. We are jumping to Mexico in the next quarter. We already have the agreement signed with the developer. We want to do Bcapital also, and we are going to start the marketplace, giving the opportunity to all other developers to use our technology. This is our marketing slide. We are going to grow our community. That's why paid media is important, but which is more important is to have people that trust in your project from the beginning. And this is the most important slide of my presentation. Carmen Palop, her background is from Desigual, Jambal, Pandora, Santander Bank, going global because she was under the marketing strategy of more than 150 countries. Then our magician, Raul Vila, is the developer. He knows he's making the real all our crazy ideas about real estate and also the ideas of our clients. Pablo Serra is the one that in charge of all the CapEx. When you are doing a project, it's very important to know what are you investing in terms of CapEx. And myself, I have a background more than 10 years in real estate, and I was the CEO of a company in US and in charge of Latin market. These are our gurus, and what are we looking for? We are looking for convertible notes, 100Ks, to make our steps bigger and to achieve our goals. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you very much for the presentation.
Yeah, my pleasure.
It's very refreshing to see a founder in a suit, by the way. I love this. I think this is inevitable also. I was involved in a startup that do something similar. You heard of Solid Block?
Yeah, Solid,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of questions. First of all, the biggest problem that I know they had is about legal adaptability and jurisdiction, because you give shares of real estate that is not recognized by the country as real shares of that real estate. So how are you solving that? I have so many questions. Let's start with that and then.
Okay, focus on that. Here in Spain, we are talking as debt, and we are under CNMC. which is the company that regulates everything, the public company. All of what we did is legal, 100%, but we are working in another direction. We want to tokenize companies, which means that once you tokenize companies, you are owner of the company. This is our idea. I don't know.
You're doing that through a DAO?
Okay,
You're doing that through a DAO?
Yeah, we are working with one legal despacho. Office, sorry.
I'm asking if you're doing it through a DAO, like decentralized autonomous
So a DAO,
organization.
no, not right now.
Okay. Okay, just another quick technical question. You're doing different tokens for every real estate asset?
One
or
token
is it
per asset, yeah.
And what platform?
XDAI is a sidechain, is very cheap. I mean, once I'm paying less than $0.0001 per transaction. Okay. And also gives a lot of solutions to us.
Thank you, Raul.
My pleasure.
So as I understood correctly, you're basically a property developer, but you're fundraising through crypto.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean, we are a developer.
Yeah, as in you.
I mean,
there
are two different. We are raising money for the project, but our project raises money to buy real estate and to develop real estate.
I don't fully understand what's special about it then. What's so, okay, I understand you've got an interesting model to raise funds through crypto, but okay, great. But what's special then, and what do you do with those funds? So you just like any other property developer?
We have several. I mean, we have a lot of projects. We stopped adding projects to our platform. We were focused on the development of the company, and also having these agreements with other developers. We are not. Also, we are developers, but we don't want to be developers. We want to be the platform that helps developers to raise money for the project.
Oh, so you will fund other developers then?
Yeah, we are gonna build. We know we have in a beta version the marketplace, which is gonna be the game changer of the projects.
That's the future then.
That's
so
the future.
You're not going to be developing
year,
yourself.
In this year, for sure. I cannot wait anymore.
So that sounds like an interesting kind of project. Where are you with that then, the marketplace, and how will that work?
Easy.
How are you going to attract?
Easy for me to explain, difficult for Raul, for the other Raul, to develop. I mean, we have our interface that you goes, and then you will have your password, and you will go and add your project into this marketplace easily. You only have to add the information. I don't know if I mean, for us it's quite easy to program and to do it. The difficult thing is like to find the real projects to add to the platform.
How will you do that?
This is not going. I'm not going to do it. The developers are going to do it for us. I mean, we are going to have two ways to match with the developers: the marketplace and the white label. If we believe in the project, it's going to be in our marketplace. If it's a project that I don't want to add to my marketplace, I only give you a white label with your brand, and you will use our technology, but I'm not going to be involved in that. That's the thing. You have to keep the distance because real estate is not easy. It looks like, but not.
Raul, thank you very much. As of here, I love real estate too, and so excited about that project. First thing I would like to know is the keys in terms of profitability. I mean, if I'm an investor and participating in investing in real estate, which is the profitability I can expect to get, and how you will do that, first thing. And the second thing is there are many players trying to do this, and what makes you think that you will be the winner of all of them?
Okay. First of all, we are giving from 7 in yield to 12 in API.
Sorry?
From 7 in yield, like our rents give us a 7% net, and we are projecting 12% in API.
And how are you going to do it?
How are we going to do it? this was my MVP to show to the project, to the developers, that it's possible too. Then I'm being in real estate for many years. I know how to do it. You can, of course, it's not 100% success, but you are giving a good project, and you are giving this 12%, and it's an estimate percentage. Then if it works, you give the return as other players, and if it don't work, it's like it's not 100% secure. And talking about the other companies that are trying, as you say, to do the same, they are trying to do the same. We already did.
There are players that they are doing it. I mean, they are trying to succeed.
We can talk about 3 players that they did it, and you can also see other players that are trying to, as you said. Also people that rise more than 2 million, and they have not a project in their website. Sorry.
So, what makes you the winner?
I mean, we have a good. First of all, we have, in my opinion, one of the best teams, but all people would say the same. But most important thing is, I am in real estate. I've been in real estate for more than 10 years. Then I understand what are the needs of the people that come to me. And in the other hand, there's not a marketplace already that you can go and buy. There are platforms like mine that you can go and invest. I don't know if I answered already.
Okay. Thank you.
No, the thing is that I don't see any mode besides the branding, because if just in Spain we have met like 3 startups in the last 6 months doing the same, I cannot imagine in the US or London.
But doing the same, sorry to interrupt.
Same vision, building a marketplace tokenized for real estate.
But they have already tokenized assets in their platforms?
Yeah.
Can you say me the names?
I don't remember, honestly, but there is one led by the...
Rental is one of them, yeah, already. And you have Real Fund that already has another asset, and with Metro Acesa. Again? Solid Block is one of them too. But the difference is like you can invest through cryptos. We are working with 7 cryptos already that you can invest straight with us. You can tokenize everything. I can tokenize this table if I want. But our platforms allow you to invest through our platforms through fiat, through money, like transfer, bank transfer, or credit card, or also with 7 cryptos. We are working, now we are going to add 120.
Perfect. We'll discuss it more later. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Speak closer to the mic so that the audience
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay. Which is the next?
One facing that way.
Facing to it. Okay. Should we give a quick a pause or something, or I can just start right away?
You can start whenever.
Okay. Where can I see the counter? Because I'm probably gonna take more time.
Well, it's on the phone, so you can't see it.
Okay. But there's a sound, right, or
Yes,
something?
there's a sound. Also, if you can pitch to the
On the other side.
so
Okay.
that the audience can see.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Hello everyone. Basically, my name is Iskren, and I am the CEO of RES, which means Reactive Exclusion Zone. And what we are building is a post-apocalyptic metaverse. You probably all heard about metaverse, about play to earn, blockchain, and all of that. And what we are doing, basically, we are a team of 19 people. And what we are doing is part of the team, 5 people have been working on a survival game for like 3 years. Great part of that game is basically integrated into our current solution, which is the metaverse. And we are pretty different from all of the other projects that you heard about. Like right now, the main problem is that blockchain technology is used in gaming just for click-to-earn projects, or at least those are the ones that are available right now. And what we are building is a different approach. I am a gamer, ex-competitive gamer. Like great part of the team are also gamers, and we understand what gamers want. So we are building a product, a video game by gamers for gamers, right? So we can discuss that later in more detail. You probably all know about the market, how it is trending and all of that, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. So basically our competitors, there is no direct competitor, right? We are basically building a blue ocean, which is like our own niche, where there is no other metaverse with real play to earn inside, and also into like a post-apocalyptic niche, right? So all of the other games are basically Pokemon-based, Star Wars, fantasy RPGs, or even pets, right? But what we are differentiating is what I already mentioned, right? And on this side, those projects have a valuation of 15, 20, 30 million in a seed round, right? And this is a great opportunity because we are raising 500k to 1 million euros at a 5 million valuation. And what they had when they raised that amount, they basically had just a presentation, right? What we have currently is the pre-alpha gameplay that is going to be released in a couple of weeks. We already have the smart contracts, the marketplace, the first NFT collection, and as a differentiator of what others are doing, for example, you can check over here. This is our first NFT collection, which we haven't sold yet. It is already ready. As I mentioned, like the smart contract, everything is already finished developing. Everything is ready to go. We are raising funds right now just to build a community, on which you can check on the. I'll come back to that later. You can check on the roadmap. Our next steps right now is an equity round. Then with that, we are going to build a community, sell the NFT collection, and then after that, token sale, and basically. With the example at the beginning, we are right now valued at 5 million, like five times or 10 times lower than our competitors, and it is basically a valuation that's going to go up in a couple of months. And our team, as I mentioned, a total of 19 members. Worked on more than 100 games in total between all of the team. I also mentioned the game of 3 years of development. The professional gamers and like basically the team. I'm young, I'm 27, but most of the team are older than me, and we have many years of experience in our sectors, in marketing, in development, in blockchain, in everything. The game is being built in Unreal Engine 5 right now. We just transitioned to 5 yesterday. The demo that you can see, the gameplay is in Unreal Engine 4, which we uploaded yesterday on full uncut gameplay. And how we're gonna make money? It's basically we have 2 tokens, right? The main token, the external token, which is also governance tokens, because we are going to transform into a DAO in the near future. And we are gonna make money from selling that token. Also, we're going to sell NFT collections. So we have 2 types of NFTs: the NFTs that we mint and sell, and also the NFTs that the players can earn by playing the game. And also it's a play-to-earn game, and there are in-game assets that the players can buy, like traditional games, which are going to be bought in our internal token, which you can buy using fiat currency. And also on the NFTs, there is a commission of 2.5% on every NFT sale that comes for us, and 2.5 is for rewards, other than also the token allocation that we can discuss shortly. And basically, that's it. I already mentioned all of that. Here you have a couple of screenshots, but you can check our website, and there you have the full trailer. And that's it. Thank you.
Hey there, Iskren?
Yes.
Okay. I love to see these kind of things. I'm very much immersed in this, and I love these things. Sorry to be one of those people, but literally from A to Z, everything you just described, it's the classic metaverse platform, not protocol. Mm-hmm. There's nothing new. Now, you can do an amazing game that will kick ass, and then obviously here we'll have the added advantage. But this is 100%. And by the way, there's also something called Rebel Bots. that literally define themselves as post-apocalyptic metaverse. And I still think this is very cool, but a lot of things will be dependent on how you're going to manage your community, who's your community manager, Discord, and all of those things, what kind of hype you're going to create. And because I'm in this world, I know how much hard it is to find developers specifically in that niche. So where are you guys in this? Like the team you presented, there are 2-3 years experience developing this specifically, out of curiosity?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. We're a team of 19 people. Of those 19, around 12 are developers in Unreal Engine. And as you mentioned, yes, there are other metaverses, other projects, but we are not building a metaverse. Where basically we are. I mean, it is a metaverse, yes, but pretty much every game can be a metaverse. What I'm trying to tell you, like, it is a real play to earn, a real game. A real experience for gamers, right? Basically, I cannot go into more detail. It is many games interconnected between each other into like a post-apocalyptic world. They can be shooters like Battle Royale, that which already have team deathmatch, free-for-all, all of this type of gameplay interconnected into each other. And right now, without any funding, we are a team of 19 people working on this. Some of them for 3 years, and others starting in September, without getting paid, basically.
Hi, Iskren. Thank you for that. So you've not raised any money.
Not
so
yet.
These guys are all working for free, and they have done for the last few years. You're not making any. There's no money being earned at the moment either.
Yeah, not at the moment.
Previously, then, can you tell us a little bit about your earnings prior to this within this field? Have you successfully done something similar in the past?
Oh yeah, I built a social network based on blockchain in the past. I failed at raising funds at this startup. I built it back in 2017. I won rewards as basically best startup in Castilla and Leon, where I was based previously. One of the 5 best in Spain in 2018, I believe. And yeah, but I failed at raising funds back in the day. But it was also a blockchain-based startup.
So a little bit more about that then. So how did you do it? How did you go about it? What was the technology?
Well, basically it was a regular social network, right? But that also included crowdfunding, and that had its own token and tokenomics, where you could watch ads and earn token by watching the ads. It was basically used to earn technology.
Okay, thank you.
So basically you need the money to make the hype.
Yes, to build community, yes.
Okay, that's the most important part of the game, which is how are you planning to do the hype? Like, tell me with the marketing strategy, who is going to be in charge?
Yeah, in charge, if I go back, you can see Xavier. He's a person with more than 12 years experience in marketing, a CMO, and 3 years of experience in the crypto sector. He's also Polkadot. I forgot the name. Ambassador. And yeah, like he's the one in charge. We also have some advisors, like for example John from the United States, who basically built a community of 150,000 people in 4 weeks. Basically the strategy is a lot of Facebook ads, a lot of partnerships with different communities which we are already starting, and that's basically it. Positioning, and also working with guilds and other communities into the sector.
Because recently I have a friend of mine that was in the whitelist of Bored Bunny. You know, Bored Bunny, that was very famous, that Floyd Mayweather was involved, that they broke the Discord channel, they reached the limit. But they had to make a lot of hype with Floyd Mayweather and other people to raise like 10 million.
Yeah.
So that's the amount of hype you need to do. You know, like,
yeah, I know.
Who are you planning? Who are the big...
We already have the contact with all of the KOLs, all of the influencers into this crypto sector. We already have direct contact with all of them, Willy Rex and all of those influencers. We already have contact with them. We already know the price that it costs to have their services and promote your project. And some of them are also going to do it free, just because of a free skin that we can give to their community into the game.
You have 19 people working for 2 years?
No, 19 since September, and 5 of them worked in the game previously.
Okay, so how you convinced 19 people to work for you for free for 6 months?
It's not just for me. It's because we
for
believe.
The project?
Yeah, because we believe in the revolution that blockchain technology can bring into the gaming sector. Because we are a real game. We are not just selling smoke. You know, we are a real game that wants to deliver what real gamers want to see and to have and to play.
So all of them are partners somehow?
I am basically the only founder, and all of them, like, basically there is the token allocation that is the team allocation, and we just share that allocation between all of us. Thank you. The one in the back?
So since you're planning an ICO,
Yes.
why do you dilute equity now?
Basically, we have an option to sell token, right? But before we do that, we want to previously sell the NFTs and then equity now, because it's better if, like, we've already spent our time and money into creating this solution, so the community and the players, so they believe in our approach, and also, like, having an equity investment also brings security into our community, because we don't want people to invest their money into a product that we still don't have finished, basically. Basically, that is why all of the other projects are doing an ACO or an NFT drop or launch without having the product. We are building the product first. We already put the time and money and energy into that, and now it's time to have first the product, and then with the product finished, which is basically two weeks away from the pre-alpha, then we go into to do the ICO and the NFT drops.
Do you already have a token? Yes.
It's not public. Yeah, go into the location. The name is RES, but it's still not in production. You still cannot purchase it. We are basically changing this right now as we speak. We are partnering with Meta Reserve, Galaxy Ventures, and a couple others. I don't know if you guys know them. Basically, we are changing this tokenomics or a little bit. Just one allocation. The advisor allocation from 13 is going to go to 5, and the rest is going to public sale. Basically, the token, we have 2 tokens. This is the main one, RES, which is also governance token. And we have one other that is Voda, which is an internal token that you can loot into, like, from the game just by playing. This token is used into the marketplace. You can buy NFTs with it. You can buy other stuff with this token. You can also trade it on DEX. Thank you. Thank you.
Not yet, wait.
A lot of pressure, you know? It's gonna be interesting.
It's not gonna be an amazing question. Why Binance Smart Chain?
That's a good question.
Why not Solana, Ethereum?
It is still in the air. It's still in the air. Currently, it's already built, or everything on the smart contract is in Binance. Well, basically because of the low transaction fees, of the speed and everything, and also most of the projects are built on Binance. But right now we are in talks with different blockchains, so we are maybe going to move the contracts to another blockchain.
So the game is like the zombies of Call of Duty?
No, there are no zombies in the game. It's a post-apocalyptic, but without zombies. It's a radioactive world. It's a radioactive world.
If it was with zombies, okay.
Maybe, I mean, it's gonna have like bots and all that, but I already have the bots, but they're not gonna be zombies. They're gonna be like humans. I don't know if you played Escape from Tarkov. There you have 2 types of people, like scaffs, which are like people that already live into this area, and the people that go to loot the area. You're going to be the one that goes to loot all of this area, and then you have like the residents, the locals that are just gonna kill you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the pitches were in English, so I will try to do the closing in English as well. Thank you, the entrepreneurs who pitched today. All your best. Good luck. Thank you for coming. VCs, business angels, investors, and public in general. And as I always say, to those that are inside of our launch and growth program, I hope to see you here so soon. Okay. Thank you for all from YouTube. So right now we have like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. So you can meet the entrepreneurs, you can have some questions with them. And if there are startups, as I see, that wants to know about us, about our launch and growth program, you can also talk with us, okay? Thank you.